Hey y'all, this is 12 o'clock. Welcome back to another episode of Just the Tip. This episode has to do with insulation. And if you have like a brake line rubbing on something, in my particular case, it's going to be this factory brake line. So the brake line on mine, obviously this isn't mine, but it's closer to the muffler. And because I have the dual bracket, it's right there with this 636 caliper. So it's super close to my muffler. So it's real close to my muffler. And because it's so close to the muffler, it sometimes, stuff moves and it rubs on my brake line, so it has my brake line rubbed almost through. So I didn't have another brake line. I ordered one, but you can notice here that I have something over it here. What that is that I have over it is a piece of hose. So it's simple piece of hose like this. I think this is just radiator hose, some heater hose. This says not for fuel injection. So, depending on what size you have, this is a big thick line, so I needed something to fit around it. So this is kind of a larger one. If you have a smaller line like this, then obviously you would want a smaller piece of hose to go around it. You want it good and snug. It doesn't have to be tight, but snug. So what you do is you figure out how long of a piece you need, you cut it off of here, and then you cut it up the lengthwise. So let me do that for you real quick here. So what we want to do is, let's say we need about this much. And you can do this with a razor blade or, whatever hose cutter you have. If you have a hose cutter, that's even better. And then to do the vertical cut, a razor blade works really good. But I'm just going to use these. So you just slice it right up the center. All right. You can shove your cutters in there if this is what you're using. Like I said, a razor blade works too. That should be about good. Alright, so now you can open this up, put it around your spot that's rubbing, and then close it. And then you zip tie it. So then that creates, it rubs on this insulation, rubs on this hose rather than rubbing on the line or whatever you're trying to insulate. And you can see again how I have it set up here. It was rubbing on my line, so I took and wrapped that around and zip tied that. So on the front you can see basically it does the same thing that this does from the factory. It has this just like an outer coating on the brake line that keeps it from rubbing the actual brake line. So it'll rub this if it rubs anything instead of rubbing the line itself. So there you go, guys. Maybe you got a brake line that's rubbing through, or a cable. Works on clutch cables and everything else. You can see the factory one here on this clutch cable right here. It's rubbing on this, and it's not rubbing on the cable itself. So any size hose, any size cable, whatever you need to cover, just split it down the center, put it over it, zip tie it on, and it's insulated. So, well, there you go, guys. This is 12 o'clock, and remember, I can't guarantee your work. This is just the tip.